Hi, Kara with the Kahler Team at Keller Williams Realty. We're going to talk about what to expect when you're selling. We're going to talk about 4 different things to expect when you're selling, whether it be on your own or with an agent. Obviously, with an agent is going to be a ton easier, and we'll kind of go over a few things there. Step number 1, expect facelift. Facelift to your house. We're gonna want you to make your property as marketable and as favorable to buyers as possible. However, before you get into too many major home renovation projects, I strongly encourage you to talk to your agents, and they may have a stager that they'll have you talk to as well. But you don't always get exactly what you put into it out of it, and we want to make sure that whatever you're doing is going to increase your home's value, not decrease your home's value, because that is a potential. We want to be able to create a plan not only to show your home in its best light, but also to give you the best return on your investment. So again, just because you put $5,000 into it doesn't mean you're going to get $10,000 in return just by doing that one thing. So we want to make sure that you're getting your best return on investment as well. We want you to think of it as creating a whole new home that helps buyers be able to easily envision themselves living there. So definitely expect a facelift, or your agent or their stager to request for you to do a few things to give your home that nice, fresh feel. Second thing to expect is a quick sale. Obviously, selling quickly should always be on your top priority. This means there's going to be less time that you have to accommodate showings. Typically, selling it quickly means a higher priced sale because the longer it's on the market, the more price reductions you're going to see. As things stay on the market longer, buyers just assume that there's something wrong with it, and they start to bring in really super low offers. So expect that quick sale. Now, when I say quick sale, obviously, quick depends on what property type you have, or if it's a unique special property, it might take a little bit longer to sell versus something in town, 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage house in town. So know what a quick sale actually means to your type of property. Some properties, a quick sale could be 100 days on market. Having an agent or a go-to real estate professional to ask those questions to is super important, so you know what to expect when you're selling as to how long it should be on the market, because if it's on longer than that, then you know that maybe it's not priced correctly. But if it's priced correctly and it's within the same days on market as typical properties that are similar, a quick closing should be something that is on the top of your priority list. Third thing to expect, unfortunately, is inconvenience. We've all heard those horror stories about how absolutely inconvenient accommodating showings is. Unfortunately, you should expect this. It's an inconvenience for somebody to want to come through your house, so then you have to leave. There's also the inconvenience of having to remove pets and clean up after kids and stressing about your home always being in that show ready stage. So, expect it to be a little bit inconvenience. Declutter and depersonalize. This will help that inconvenience of having to keep it show ready, minimize that a little bit, because you're going to have less stuff around to collect dust or to move around or to really make a mess with. And the fourth thing, obviously, is to expect negotiations. So throughout the whole process, there are negotiations throughout the entire thing that you have to keep in mind. The initial negotiation is really just going to set the tone for the rest of the contract. The goal, obviously, is to net the most. Buyers may push for more deductions as the process proceeds. So when I go to talk to somebody who's going to list their house and they say that they want to build in a little bit of a negotiation room on the list price, that can be a 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. If we price it with too much room to negotiate at the beginning, and you do that negotiating at the beginning and get down to your bottom dollar right off the bat, then throughout the transaction, it really kind of ties your hands and gives us more potential of actually losing the contract, because with the inspection and the appraisal and, you know, there's so many other steps in there that the buyer could come back and ask for more things. So if we give too much at the beginning, obviously that ties our hands further down the transaction. But at the same time, if we don't negotiate anything at the beginning, the buyer may then nickel and dime throughout the transaction. So keeping an open mind, having the expectation that those negotiations are going to happen. It's not a one and done thing. Once you agree on terms, that doesn't mean those terms aren't going to change. Always remember to look at the bigger picture, and above all, you know, have a trusted real estate professional working with you and for you throughout the whole transaction. An agent really does make the process smoother, easier, and takes a little bit of that stress off of you. If you'd like to know more about what to expect when you're selling, or have any questions in the selling process, give us the Kahler team a call. We're happy to answer any questions that you have. Thanks.